Noswaith dda I chi, a chroeso mawr I Pen-y-bont. Mae'r tymor yn parhau, mae yna bêl-droed byw unwaith eto. Gyda ni ar eich cyfer chi wrth i'r haul fachlyd fan hyn, yn Ne Cymru. Mae'n bach o gêm ddarbu yn Ne Cymru. Pen-y-bont y cwrdd a Met Caerdydd. Edrych mlaen yn fawr at on, noson brysur o bêl-droed. Pawb yn chwarae heno yn uwch cyngor Cymru. JD, cyn ymsod o Cymru, Gwennan Harris yn cael o cwmni I fi. Noswaith dda, Gwennan?
Noswaith dda.
Mae yna ryw deimlad bach cyffroes bod tro mae'r rhain yn cwrdd dyddiau yma. Hon yw'r gêm ddarbu hefyd dyddiau yma yn y de. Ys yna bach o gyffro cyn hon?
Oes bach o tensiwn fi'n credu, dechrau adeiladu. Mae nhw fel arfer yn gemau agos, Pen-y-bont falle cael y gorau o'n i yn ddiweddar, ond dau reolwr ifanc hefyd. Mae'n diddorol, fi'n joio gweld dau tîm mor cystadleuol, mor agos I gatre fi hefyd.
Mae'n braf cael bod ma, mae'r dorf yn cyrraedd, mae yna ganeuon Cymraeg yn bloeddio Rychel Seinydd, oedd rhaid ni gael bach o Dafydd Iwan. Pan bydd hapus hwyr I Dafydd Iwan hefyd. Dyma sy'n digwydd heno, pawb yn chwarae, fel o'n i'n sôn, y 5 ucha gyda llaw. Yn gyfartal o ran pwyntiau, 7 pwynt yr un, mor agos o hynny. Os newch chi sylwi ar y hanner gwaelod o'r bari I lawr, mae'r 6 gwaelod I gyd yn aros am I buddigoliaeth gyntaf o'r tymor. Felly beth fydd y newid heno? Y cyfan yn y fantol yn barod. Mae'n teimlo'n gyffroes yn barod. 3 gêm yr un sydd wedi bod wrth I ddau dîm dod i'r cae Gwennan. Pan ni'n gweld rhain, 5 tîm yn gyfartal o 7 pwynt. Mae'n dweud llawer falle am y gyngrair.
Mae'n hyfryd I weld, yn amlwg mae'n Seintiau wedi cael hanes traddodiad mor dda, ond mae'n lyflu gweld pawb yn cystadlu ac yn gwythio. Mae safonau pawb wedi gwella dros y blynyddoedd, yn wedig y tîmoedd fel Pen-y-bont a Met Caerdydd sydd ar ôl dod lan wedi really sefydlu hunan a gwythio ymlaen I fan ni'n gweld Pen-y-bont yn Ewrop tymor yma, a mae safon y chwaraewyr, safon y pêl-droed sy'n cael ei chwarae'n gwella pob blwyddyn.
Cain Owen, capten Pen-y-bont, os ydych chi eiliad yn ôl yn arwen y tîmau allan a chwaraewyr o'r clybiau lleol yno hefyd. Kyle McCarthy, capten Met Caerdydd.
Good evening, Mark. Good evening, everybody.
Ochr
Yes,
dim yn gwahanu nhw o ran
mouth-watering game in front of us this evening, I think.
Dim yn mwynhau ildio goliau chwaith.
Had the best finish of the season last time out. 3rd for Pen-y-bont, 4th for Met, and they're both locked at the top of the table. So a top of the table clash for us this evening.
Yeah, you'll have to excuse a bit of background noise. This is coming across the microphone at the moment. There is an amplifier about a yard away from myself and Tommy Morgan. There are the Pen-y-bont and Cardiff Met lineups. Surprises there for you, Tom. Pen-y-bont, the same team for 4 games in a row. Yeah, that's that these days.
That's quite amazing, actually. It just shows that the manager's really content with his performance of his players so far this season. And obviously a tough evening from tonight. And Pen-y-bont there, you know, Chris Venables has joined them this season. I think he's already made a big difference just for his experience and a few goals already to his name. And Bogue, Jeffries and Little have forged a good partnership defensively as well.
Yeah, definitely, especially with the boy you're without, who played so well last season. They will play, I think, the 3-5-2. And there's Cardiff Met's lineup.
Yeah, we'll be looking, you know, for the wing backs, probably Craven this evening and Owen on the flanks. And obviously the experience of Elliot Evans at 10. And obviously goes out saying Emryn Lewis, he's the rock in their defence.
Yeah, well, they've not let a goal in so far this season. There is Henry Jones there, Tom. Good signing this season.
Well, certainly a bit of a surprise signing for me at the start of the season. Came here from Haverfordwest, but multi-talented. He's got all the tricks of the trade. And obviously he's played every game so far this season, so he must be pleased in his manager.
Yeah, and there's the lad Vincent playing up top. Tom Vincent, who played at Hungerford. He's an out number 9, I think, Tom.
Yeah, certainly. I saw him the first game of the season, and he gave Aberystwyth's defence quite a difficult time. Good touch, very good in the air as well. So be looking to get a few goals now. Hasn't scored in the 3 games so far.
Referee for the evening, Andrew Jones. Almost kick off. In a full fixture list, we obviously will have scores for you as they go in every other ground. It's Pen-y-bont against Cardiff Met. Both joint top, shall we say, with 3 other teams in the Cymru Premier League who can maybe go to the top after this 90 minutes. Lewis Harlan to kick off. Referee gets the Waves into both goalkeepers and we're away. Straight back to the goalkeeper. Harlan back to Alex Harris, and Harris goes long. He'll be looking for Venables, the early one. Chubb wins the first header. Price wins the second. Kane Owen scored a beautiful goal a couple of weeks ago. He again will be one of the key players for Pen-y-bont. Evans will go back towards Borge. Borge spreads it wide to Little. Little gets forward, gets a long way forward, and Vincent it was who tracked him. Early sparring, Tom.
Yeah, that's what you expect. I think it'll be a bit feisty early on in this game, as both teams try to get a foothold in the game.
Yeah, key on Rafael there. He's key playing alongside Venables for me, Tom, because he takes a marker every time he's up there alongside Venables, which could free him up as a 1-against-1. Ball in. Alex Lang comes to collect. First offside of the evening.
Probably won't be the last, Mark.
There's Rhys Griffiths in the dugout. It was Europe last year. He knows, most probably, that will be his club's target again this year. And there's Ryan Jenkins, who just missed out on Europe. Knocked out in the playoffs.
Yeah, in his first season, Mark, I think Jenkins did a terrific job at the Met.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. 4th place. Owen. Owen gets it wide to Little. Tactical. It's going to be a tactical battle, this, Tom, for the first 10 to 15 minutes. I think they'll just suss each other out. Elliot Evans is just laying in there as far as he can forward to stop. Ashley Evans getting on the ball. Ashley going all the way back for it there. I don't think he'll mind it going back there, do you?
Well, Met will be quite comfy with that, I think.
Price. Back to Harris. Ex-Merthyr. Borge. Billy Borge sends it long, looking for Rafael. Rafael against Emlyn Lewis. That'll be a physical encounter. Mark Little, all the experience from his 6 or 7 Football League clubs. Nice evening, beautiful evening, in fact. In Pen-y-bont this evening, Lewis Harlan. Tom Price just letting the midfield of Pen-y-bont know he's there. That'll be a key battle tonight. Elliot Evans, Dixon Kabongo, and Tom Price against Harlan. Ashley Evans. Lewis Rhys tries to get it wide. Connachty Nomads unbelievably have gone 1-0 ahead, and it's the band. Jordan Davis, who's gone and got his another goal for the Nomads. It's an early goal. Connachty Nomads 1, Newtown 0. Newtown not having the best of starts, Tommy. We will give you the goals as we go along this evening.
Yeah, 3rd goal of the season there for Jordan Davis.
Chubb there, Matthew Chubb runs down in the corner, keeps it in play. Great ball in from Kane Owen. Harlan gets the deft pass off on the first corner of the evening. We'll go.
Yeah, certainly building up a bit of momentum at the moment. Pen-y-bont.
Henry Jones and Kane Owen will debate on who to take the corner. They drag 2 out. Elliot Evans and Lewis Rhys. Smart money on the short corner.
Got everybody back, haven't they?
Short corner it is. Surely out of play. Not the greatest invention of a short corner, that one. Short corner to kick right behind the goals from Kane.
Certainly disappointing that. Need to test the Met defence there. Kane Owen, be disappointed early in the game not to get that into the 6-yard box.
Alex Lang, who's really enjoyed the start to his season. Borge, great header by Borge. Knocks it back in. Craven. Obviously the Met missing Sam Jones this evening. Could be a big miss on the night. Craven tries to keep it in play. Owen. Harlan too wide to Jones. Mark Little. It's good pressure. Great pressure from the big man Vincent. Looks like he's prepared to work hard. And Harris decides to go route one. Does Kyle McCarthy make the right decision and letting it bounce? By the look of it, it wasn't the right decision as Harlan gets in there. Chubb. CJ Craven goes long. Pen-y-bont with most possession in the first couple of minutes. Their home record will again be key in their quest to get into the top three.
It's a little bit 100 miles an hour at the moment, Mark.
Carl McCarthy, some great games this evening, full fixture. Like we said, it's 1-0 against Newtown. Carnarvon entertained Bala. Colwyn Bay, TNS. Chance. Kabongo in the end makes a great tackle. It was Keon Rafael who was all the way through. 7 or 8 yards out in the end, and Kabongo makes a great tackle.
Yeah, good long throw here. Kane Owen. Rafael's onto it. Just first touch lets him down there. Just gives enough time for Kabango to come and intercept, put it out for a corner.
Henry Jones, Kane Owen again, fired it across. Mark Little with the header on the far post. Set play, obviously. Harry Owen does enough just to put Little off on the far post.
Certainly a better delivery on this occasion from Henry Jones. Little just couldn't get above it.
There is Mark Little, like we said, bags of experience. Hasn't been amongst the goals since joining. Chubb, Emlyn Lewis, trying to clear his lines. Vincent, it's important for him to battle like that against Jeffries. And Borge comes in and steals the second. Elliot Evans gets it back.
It's really tight in the middle of the park, Mark.
Always going to be in there tonight, Tom. It's a real battle of 6 good footballers in there. Miles Davis, width on the right-hand side. He's pushed up a lot since the start. Pen-y-bont almost trying to play with a 4 with Mark Little and pushing Miles Davis right on as a winger as he is there again. Kyle McCarthy lets the ball go out.
Right, certainly Miles Davis, important outlet down that right-hand side for Rhys Griffiths' men.
One of the key games tonight, Tom. I should imagine Bala Town will be looking forward to their evening after earning a miraculous point in the 97th minute at TNS the last Saturday.
Yeah, certainly terrific result for Barry there.
Owen running across. Owen. Jones into space. Chubb. Plenty of pace, Matt Chubb. Does he go safe or he just plays it against Henry Jones? They won't lack for pace at the back, is one thing, Tom. Cardiff Met. Emlyn Lewis and Matthew Chubb can really gallop for 2 big centre-backs.
Yeah, they're really well organised defensively, Mark. I saw them at Park Avenue at the first game of the season. Look, you know, well-drilled outfit. Obviously key, like I said earlier, is Emlyn Lewis. But Chubb is back in this evening after having a bit of a suspension. So he'll add defensively to the team. Harry Owen wide, Carl McCarthy. McCarthy inside to Tom Price. Price usually at the hub of things for the Met. Chubb. Decent ball in, and Kabongo gets a chance to put the cross in here if he takes it first time. Does stand it up really well. Vincent on the far post. Little does enough to put him off. Chance. Whipped across from Elliot Evans. First real break of the evening from the Met. Ooh, what an important tackle, and a great tackle from Emlyn Lewis. 50-50 against Venables. Referee right on the case, so it had to be spot on, Tom. Yeah, superb tackle by Emlyn Lewis there. Saved his teammates there, that's for sure.
And the Met just had to get their foot on the ball.
I'm surprised how quickly Pen-y-bont just dropped back so deep, Mark.
It's almost a game, yeah. Like you said, Tom, off chess. Whoever gets it, the other team drop in. It's almost par for the course in the league of late. Takes time for it to open out. Little. Borges. See, two teams who do train regularly and really try and apply their trade in the right way with their systems. Tom Price started really well, Tom Price.
Well, he just shrugged Henry Jones off the ball there, Mark, as if he wasn't there.
Yeah, 23 years of age now. Could be a key player in this league this season. There is Ryan Jenkins and Craig Hanford doing a smart job.
The long throw from Chubb here, is it?
It has to be, and Chubb can fire it. It is interesting to see whether Emlyn Lewis or the big man Vincent will go for the first one. Venables comes all the way back. Everybody from Pen-y-bont is back. No one left up at all. Has to be the long throw from Chubb. Wasn't as long as they would have thought. Craven heads it back in. Shout to leave it from Borges. Well, if that's a long throw, Tom, I wouldn't be expecting too many of them this evening.
I think that's a bit of a slip there by Chubb, wasn't it?
Emlyn Lewis, like we said, is key. Scored 2 goals so far this season in the Nathaniel Cars Cup when they defeated Taftswell.
Yeah, surprisingly, Pen-y-bont went out to Avon Lido, who was a warrior of a team.
Always. Liam McCreesh and company still doing well in the Cymru South. It's a big moment in this game, Tom, because like I said, Pen-y-bont...
The thing is, Mark, sorry, when the ball gets sprayed up there, Lewis has got to get hold of the ball. That's a bad touch. You're looking for your strikers to hold the ball up there. Him and Vincent need to do that if they, you know, to get some territory for the team.
Try and keep the other team pinned in. Owen, great ball from Owen. Vincent with the first head. Has to be a foul, big man. Goes right through Ashley Evans in midfield, and Ashley Evans will let the referee know that.
Yeah. I think he didn't have his arm up or nothing there, Mark. Just a little shove. Got there a bit early. There's the mistake there. What about this for a tackle, Mark?
Get it right and get the ball. Emlyn Lewis does both things. Griffiths and Lee Jarman.
Talking tactics, what's the tactics? What do you think, Mark?
Just how to break them down. Like you said, you watched them in the first game of the season and they haven't let a goal in all season. May get a chance now, by the way. Venables, hooked round by Harlan. 7 or 8 bodies in there from the Met. Strong tackle there from Ashley Evans against Rhys. First half chance. Well, maybe not even a half chance in the box. But again, no love lost in these tackles so far, Tom.
No, they're flying in, Mark. Who's going to sit in the first yellow of the evening, do you think?
Well,
he's a good candidate.
Referee has so far done a smart job. Chubb fires a longer one this time. Rhys be trying to get his foot on it, like you said, first of all, there, and entice a free kick. Harry Owen. Kyle McCarthy gives that good balance, Tom, of a left footer, a right footer. Great ball, chance for Vincent if he's onside. No flag. Can he get the shot off, Vincent? It's a great block by Little in the end. Should have done it a little bit quicker then, Vincent. He had time, but he was in.
Yeah, certainly didn't react quick enough for me, Mark. Very pedestrian when he had the opening.
Well, these two teams finished the season last year without Pen-y-bont -6 deduction on the same points. And watching the first 14 minutes of this game, there is not going to be a lot between these two, Tom.
Thing is as well, Mark, I think, you know, the viewers got to remember these two teams, they know each other backwards, don't they? Played against each other so many times.
Kane Owen spreads play. Great ball to Miles Davis. Miles Davis wins a header. Venables tries to get it back out to him. First time in the evening, and the game got stretched a bit. And if anyone can stretch the game, is Kane Owen with his passing range. Free kick. Kabongo to do a job on Henry Jones.
Yeah. Don't think he really had to foul there. Henry Jones is going the wrong way.
Hasn't done a lot wrong, by the way.
I think Henry buys that one.
Clever enough there by Henry to buy the free kick.
Just gets his body between Kabongo and the ball.
Still a couple of teams in the Cymru Premier League yet to open a goal scoring account. Great ball in. Just too much for Billy Borge. You could see the idea again. Tell you what, Lang was a fair way off his line then as well. Barry go 1-0 ahead against Haverfordwest. It's Ollie Hulbert, ex-Cardiff Met. Barry 1.
Newtown have equalised against Connors Quay.
Yeah, Newtown get the equaliser against Connors Quay, 1 apiece. What we must hope for the viewers this evening, Tom, is there's not goals everywhere else except for this game.
You probably just call them 0-0 though, Mark.
No, never, not tonight, not tonight. Harlin. Evans. Handball given against Cion Raffel. Often ask you this question round about this time as well. I think Ryan Jenkins could be the happier of the managers at the moment, you know. They've settled well now, the Met. In what and where is one of the toughest places to come in the Cymru Premier League. That's key for Barry Town, by the way. Ollie Hulbert getting a goal. If somebody could come to Barry and share the workload of goals with Kane McLagan, that could give them a great hand.
Yeah, absolutely. And they got Snake on the bench as well, haven't they? So, probably, when they did get relegated, they didn't have too much firepower, did they?
Harlin. McCarthy. Never afraid to go back to that footballing goalkeeper. Lang. Straight ball out. Decent header by Mark Little. Different option, Tom. Definitely for the Met. I mean, for all season last season, they were playing with the likes of Sam Jones and Lewis Rees as strikers. So this is a totally different option where they would have had to play it down the line or in behind. Big man up top. Just changes your options.
Certainly adds to the mixture.
Just one or two of the first challenges I want to see off Vincent when it goes right into the mixer. Is he going to be that lion-hearted 9, which you want? Pen-y-bont would have endured, and their fans enjoyed their European venture to Santa Coloma.
Yeah, Bont Bank there. A few hundred here this evening.
Spread around the ground. I think they had 500 for their first game, so they might be a little bit disappointed tonight. Price wants the free kick. Referee says play on. It's not a bad move either by the referee. That's the ball in behind. Borge heads it out. Will Chubb run 40 or 50 yards to take the long throw.
Yeah, it looks like a tactic for the Met this evening. Is that ball trying to move the centre-backs out of their comfort zone.
Owen. Elliot Evans. Still always in amongst the goals, Evans, for the Met. 31 years of age now. Decent ball again, offside. Pen-y-bont just stepped up enough then.
Yeah, certainly a better touch there from Rhys Griffiths though, but it didn't matter. Just notice this evening, Mark, he hasn't run the channels hardly at all, Venables. He's just playing with the width of the penalty area.
I think that's one of the main reasons, like I said to you at the beginning, why they're playing Cion Raffel up alongside him and trying to leave the wings wide for Kane Owen and Miles Davis when they can get forward. But they got some athletes in their team at the back, so I think he's realised he's not going to run them. But he's still the main man should any chance drop in that 18-yard box. Chris Venables. The ball behind again. Elliot Evans trying to close it down. Harris clears his lines. Great header from Rhys. Vincent will get a second chance. Tries to pick the pass. Seen the pass, just didn't pick it right. Unlucky.
See, the thing is, Mark, the way Pen-y-bont are set up, they've got 3 centre-backs, and the 2 full-backs are high, very high. So I think, obviously, what they've talking about then is, Rhys Griffiths said, like, let's get that ball in behind the area that is vacated by Kane Owen and Miles Davis, and it's proving quite fruitful at the moment for
Harris.
the Met.
The start of the season well. We're on a crowded gantry. Carnarvon play Friday evening.
Yeah, Connors Key.
What a great start to the season for Carnarvon. Emlyn Lewis dominant again in the air. For me, Tom, it was great to see. Yeah, it's early days. There's only 3 games gone, but 5 clubs on 7 points. So much better than seeing somebody on 9. Aka, most probably TNS, and everybody else 3 points adrift already.
Yeah, absolutely. We need competition, and the more competition, the better.
Rafael was it was a smart move by Kieran Rafael. He's played at the likes of Merthyr and the likes, and he's really come here at Bala Town, but he seemed to settle in, and Rhys Griffiths has given him game time, and he's a good double act alongside Chris Venables. Does a lot of the spade work. That's what he's good at. He closes people down all the time. He's just unfortunate there. He clips Matthew Chubb on the ankle.
Yeah, Chubb did well. They just cut across Rafael there.
Yeah. Griffiths, just the Rafael plays the game exactly the way Griffiths played the game. Just wants to win every challenge and every ball. Lang fires it long again. That's key. That second ball there is key. If Elliot Evans can pick up that second ball and just get away from Ashley Evans, that'll be key.
The thing is, when he does that, Mark, he's still got 2 players, centre midfielders behind him, in Cabango and Tom Price.
Chubb is blocked off by Kane Owen. He needs to get up and get back on with it. Well, we're 22 minutes into the game, Tom, and no goalkeeper really has had to make a save yet. It's a boxing match. I think we're in the tie territory at the moment.
Yeah. Both teams, don't look like conceding at the moment. Either team doesn't look like breaking them down either.
Which makes... You only got to look at their records of conceding goals this season. Both excellent. Price, a superb play from Price to get there before Harlan then. It's unusual. He looked aggressive in the work as well, Tom. He's looked the main man out there so far this evening, Price in midfield.
Yeah, he's got a good relationship with Cabango. There's both in holding players there.
Lewis clips it into Cabango. Decent touch, he goes round Jones. Tries to stand winning to Elliot Evans. Evans, Harlan. It's a decent ball up to Venables. Kyle McCarthy, Mr. Dependable for Cardiff Met. I think he's played in every position for him since he started with them 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah, it's definitely been a good servant for the Met.
And we've very rarely seen him have a bad game, Tom. I do remember his goal of the season in
20 West.
Wonderful goal. We could do one of them tonight. Harris. Great header from Miles Davis. He's so good at coming off the lines and winning them headers. Wins the second and it just runs behind. Well, Since the summer began, Tom, we've done some wonderful games, including them European encounters, and the Barry and Colwyn Bay game was a wonderful game. This game hasn't taken off yet.
Well, you know, both well-organised teams. You don't really expect it to be a wide-open game.
Craven. If Elliot Evans rings, didn't read the flick then. It was a decent idea from Rhys. Little. It's out of his feet well to Miles Davis. Miles Davis. The diagonal this time. Lewis. It's a brilliant header again from Lewis. And just a little bit of afters with himself and Venables. You have to keep your eye on these contests, especially when you've got a great vantage point like we have tonight.
You just can't get away with anything these days, Mark.
That's what I'm trying to get across to the viewers. Discipline in these tight games is very important. So many red cards flying around the league again at the beginning of the season, and they can cost you.
Yeah, just seeing that header by Emlyn Lewis. Just falls on top of Chris Venables.
Lewis. Griffiths is one of the managers in this league who does change his tactics rather a lot, and he won't be afraid to change them. As early as the 26th minute, point, I think, for the away team is a marvellous point.
Well, so far, Miles Davis and Kane Owen, who deliver a lot of balls into penalty areas, haven't had or haven't given any service at all.
Do you think that's because CJ Craven and Harry Owen doing their jobs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Vincent just stands on the wall a little bit. Harlan into Venables. Venables, Miles Davis tries to clip it round Emlyn Lewis. Head-to-head, they played 11 times. Pen-y-bont have won 6. Cardiff Met won 3 and 2 draws. 4th last season. The Met, their highest ever. Lost out on goal difference. 2 Pen-y-bont. Top scorers were Elliot Evans, Sam Jones and Lewis Rhys. Everybody's still looking for that 20-goal striker to join their ranks.
You say 20-goal strikers, Mark?
Not many about anymore.
None, my friend. It's been a little bit scrappy in the last 5 or 10 minutes.
That'll be an interesting encounter this evening as well. Colwyn Bay and TNS, they've played and waited long enough to bring the big boys. And they play TNS this evening. Barry got a point. What a remarkable result that would be this evening were Colwyn Bay to get anything from TNS.
Yeah, you're obviously looking for a reaction. Craig Harrison's probably looking for a reaction from his team after, you know, throwing 2 points away, really, against Barry.
Vincent just did what he has to do then. He has to win some of them long balls, them headed duels, and that'll be key. That'll do well for his confidence as well. Headed in. Handball. Craven's a decent defender. So he's a no-nonsense defender who you don't mind just... They go from a 3 to a 4 every time.
Yeah. Going back to, you know, Vincent winning that header, just seeing there, handball. No, he takes his hand away there, Emlyn Lewis.
Just have to excuse any language coming across the microphones there. Chubb, Matt Chubb, tried to fire one in. It's a better ball into Lewis Rhys. It's about 3 times though. He's got to look after it in them areas. Craven, can he keep it in? He'll do well if he does. He does try and keep it in. Rhys. It's just a case of wanting the ball then. Kane Owen wanted him all in the 50-50. As yet, not a top of the league encounter. for a game of chess. Stalemate alongside us. Dylan Ebenezer's just called it. Hooked away. Craven. Kabongo rattles it against Ashley Evans. Venables. Price hooks it long onto Dan Jeffries. Lewis fires it down the line looking for Vincent.
It's called frantic at the moment, Mark.
Yeah, 30 minutes gone on the clock. The STM Glass Stadium in the Cymru Premier League. Full fixture on the Tuesday evening. 4th game of the season. Pen-y-bont 0, Cardiff Met 0. And your forecast for the evening would have been, Tom?
I can't remember, Mark. I think it was a 1-each draw.
I think there'd be a few of them. Oh, great ball from Rafael. First chance of the evening. Davis just runs past the last defender. Little bit unlucky there on the 1-2. Smart piece of play from Miles Davis and Kean Rafael.
Yeah, great link-up play. That's the first time Davis has found himself free down that right-hand side. I'll tell you one thing, Mark, this was a close call. Emlyn Lewis does superb there.
He just steps out at the right time.
Yeah, he steps out, yeah.
Seen the line, held the line and paid off. Sometimes that can be so costly, you know.
Yeah, well, the timing's got to be perfect. And it was on that occasion.
Alex
Lang.
Lang.
Interesting as well, just seeing the run, what runs Chris Venables did. He went, stopped, then went again. So trying to shake off the defender there.
I think that this evening, Tom, the fixtures this evening are just about the most difficult ones to pick since the first game of the season. There were games where you could say, yeah, that's a certainty, that's a certainty. Not tonight. They're all real tough encounters.
Well, to be honest, I think it's been like that all season already.
Which is better. Venables wanted the free kick. Gets a free kick. Referee says Matthew Chubb's got his hands around him. Be interesting to see this one again.
Yeah, well, again, he's very, very professional. He knows what he's doing there. Does Chris Venables.
I think Emlyn Lewis will just be telling,
don't get involved.
Don't get too tight either. Don't wrap your arms around him. Not in this type of situation. Because there's two good dead ball kickers on the ball. Henry Jones and Kane Owen. And a few big targets in it as well. Jeffries, Venables, Borges. Referee John Andrew Jones calls out for a quiet chat. Owen or Jones from the edge. Jones has seen something which nobody else seen.
Well, what he did see actually was Harlan making a run off the ball there, but his delivery was poor. You can see the run on the left-hand side there.
Yeah, the blocks put on as well.
Yeah.
By Kean Rafael. So
yeah, if the delivery had been good there, it was a great opening.
I think VAR might have gone against him on the block though, Tom. Alex Lang to take the goal kick. Scorio threw up a 0-0 last Saturday between Newtown and Aberystwyth. We definitely hope we're not looking for a double. Rhys. Lewis Harlan, who guided a wonderful header in a couple of weeks ago against Newtown. Kabongo. Ashley Evans gets there first. Battle between Emlyn Lewis and Venables. It's a good battle. Jeffries into a troublesome area, but Davis arrived there first. Gets a great ball off. Jones, can he get it out of Chubb? Rafael. Great block. Lewis. First bit of pacey football in the last third then.
Yeah, started off by Miles Davis there into Henry Jones. Jones to Rafael. Rafael's wins a corner.
Love to see a goal before half-time, Tom. Any team just open this game right up. Again, short corner on the cards, or will it come in long? Jones this time, whips it in first time. Back post is bobbling around. Goal kick given.
Reynolds was claiming the corner,
Yeah,
the far post there, but he's having a word with the linesman there. Might have a good case here, actually. Off Emily Lewis's back,
of Emily Lewis, he got every reason to challenge for the corner. Carnarvon Ballard is also an interesting one tonight. Great start to the season, Carnarvon, Tom. I watched a brilliant game Saturday, one apiece. Carnarvon away to Haverfordwest, and it was really entertaining. There was more shots than I've seen for ages. Miles Davis just trying to get on the ball as often as possible now. It's definitely what Pen-y-bont need. For 30 minutes, Kane Owen and Miles Davis, they're definite outlets that really haven't got on the ball. That's more like it. When Owen gets on the ball, especially in the last third, there's usually things happening. Harlan, great shot! Oh, what a save! Brilliant shot from Harlan. Looked like he was going right in the corner, but Alex Lang flies full length and tips it round for a corner. Brilliant effort from Harlan. Brilliant save.
Yeah, 3 clean sheets already this season. You can see why there. Terrific save, left-handed, really stretching. Harlan thought he'd broken the deadlock there. Terrific save by Lang.
You're disappointed when you fire one of them across, Tom, and the goalie goes full length. Great save from the goalkeeper. Short corner, pulling it back again. They're a bag of tricks on corners. Pen-y-bont, always trying something new. Harlan to Owen. Tries to take the goalkeeper on. Not twice in a week. Lang. Will Kabongo do well to keep that in? Kabongo gets it down the line. Just starting to open up a bit this game after 37 minutes. Lewis. Don't think Lewis has lost a header so far, which is so good. Handball maybe given there. Kyle McCarthy is the culprit, I think.
Raphael's asking for a card there.
Yeah, it was just a modern way in it. It's crazy how they just...
Lovely reverse pass there.
I think he has clipped it, left-handed. Kane Owen now in a good area. Obviously Henry Jones stood over the ball.
So what he's trying to say is Kane Owen is not the king of free kicks here anymore.
Well, what I'm trying to say, I think, is he's just trying to kid the other team that it's not going to be whipped in left-footed, and it's almost 99% Kane Owen's going to whip this in from this area anyway. Short. Davis. Break could be on here, you know. Owen. He has the pace. Kabongo. It's a great break. Again.
Wasn't Nathan Wood, was it?
No, what I'm thinking, Tom, is exactly what you just brought up. If there is a king of free kicks and somebody joins a club who also loves a free kick, sometimes you start to overcomplicate matters. 9 times out of 10 last season, Kane Owen fires that into the area, and the likes of Venables and thing make rewards from that. Jeffries. Craven. It's a keenly contested game. Rhys trying to open up a bit of room for the shot. Owen. Will Owen take the shot on? Owen gets a shot on. Just wide of the target again. Just starting to unravel this game of chess.
Yeah, probably a little bit optimistic from Harry Owen there.
Why not the way?
No, you don't shoot, you don't score. But it'd have to be a well-driven effort to beat the keeper from that distance.
Alex Harris in goals, 31 years of age. Decent kick from Harris again. He fires it down to Venables. Venables tries to keep it away, coming back from offside. Henry Jones. I think it's going to be one of them games, bar 2 or 3 of the midfielders, the likes of Tom Price and Harlan and company. 70 or 80% of the players will go in, Tom, knowing they've still got plenty to give in this game.
Oh, certainly this will go down to the wire this evening.
At present, you'd have to say the dreaded 0-0 would be on the cards. Lang, full length, Borge. Borge is still well at the back in them headers as well. Evans, Owen, Price, Matthew Chubb. It's a great ball through the big man. Up top, tried to spin his marker. Venables does it properly this time. Kane Owen. Emlyn Lewis again. Must be double figures with headers already. Venables.
Some of the players out there just trying the difficult pass instead of the simple ball.
41 minutes on the clock. Pen-y-bont 0, Cardiff Met 0. Top 5 of the Cymru Premier. Cycling on S4C, Tour of Spain. Tonight, 9 o'clock. For all the cyclists out there. Decent ball in, chance here for Evans. He takes it first time. He tries to set Craven up. He surely should have gone for goal. What a brilliant ball in from Vincent. As the ball was landing over the player's head, you could see what a chance it was. And I think Evans might be disappointed. He doesn't take this on, Tom.
Is Vincent here? That's a great ball. Little doesn't read it. And that's a disappointing pass there from Elliot Evans.
And Elliot's not that type of player. He usually takes him 50-50s on, Tom. I'm surprised not to see Elliot try and rattle that in the back of the net, you know. Great ball, by the way, from Vincent. Ball of the half.
Nothing really to choose between neither side, is there, Mark, really?
But I just think that they're just well matched, like we talked about earlier on. Substitutions could be key tonight. Really could be key. Is that feet up, or is that just a brave header? I don't think that's a yellow. I don't think he's gone to kick him in the head. I don't even think he's looking at him. Is that mandatory then, Tom, for a high kick?
Well,
Emlyn Lewis is as brave as you
I
like.
agree with you there, Mark. I mean,
he won't moan about it. Rafael hasn't meant that.
He's just gone for the ball, hasn't he? Just come across there. Now you watch him. He hasn't seen Emlyn Lewis there.
Not at all.
Seen him.
Just trying to hook it on. Emlyn just puts his head down. Could be a case of head down, but we know how brave Emlyn Lewis is. As Matthew Chubb runs out on the ball. Referee does brand us the yellow. Well played, Lewis Rhys. Can he get forward with the ball at his feet? Will he take the shot on? Another unguided 25-yarder goes wide.
Yeah, to be honest, mate, on what I've seen so far, Rhys and Vincent have linked up much better than Venables and Rafael.
Yeah, there is promise there for the second period. I think Griffiths will let his team know that. Newport County, of course, playing at home this evening to Brentford. I think we have to mention about one of our ex-players, Will Evans' great scoring run, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. I think he's done fantastic.
And young Nathan Wood getting game time as well. Brilliant. Good luck to the lads. Evans. Davis. Smart bit of play from Davis. That'll be a yellow. He may get a yellow here, McCarthy. He's got away with a handball. McCarthy, clever. Picks him up in an apologetic way, may get him away with the yellow.
Nearly two fouls there, wasn't it? Ref plays advantage, I think, in the first one.
I mean, what a time this would be to get a goal now. Jarman obviously asking why no yellow. 44 minutes on the clock. Again. Owen. Henry Jones to take the kick. Henry Jones stands into the back post. First header this time by Dan Jeffries. Just don't guide it on target. 3 added minutes to the first period. Pen-y-bont 0, Cardiff Met University 0.
Yeah, goals at a premium in all games this evening, Mark. Good whip on this free kick. Jeffries gets up, just couldn't get above it.
Colwyn Bay still 0-0 against TNS.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the one everybody's looking at this evening.
Yeah, I think everybody thought they'd probably go down to to a defeat, but they're still in that game.
Evans. Elliot Evans and Ashley Evans cancelled each other out, Tom. Rhys. Rhys. Oh, brilliant play from Rhys out on the left-hand side. Chance here. Oh, it's fallen to Craven again. It was a fantastic ball in. It was the likes of Elliot Evans you wanted on the end of that. Chubb. Great footwork. Brilliant footwork. And it is the Met who are pushing for the goal before half-time. Craven had his head in his hands again. There he is.
Yeah, certainly a good opening for the students here. I mean, terrific work down that left-hand side by Rhys. Turns a little. And Miles Davis. Some good skill there. Gets past both of them. Delivers a good ball to Craven.
Yes, a great ball in there. One-on-one here. That's the joy again. Talking about the pace of Emlyn Lewis at the back. One of the quickest players in the league, never mind defenders. And it just gives you that little bit of safety at the back.
When gives you a bit of an insurance policy,
absolutely,
really,
Tom.
Again, it's down that left-hand side. They've had all the joy. Cardiff Met.
Well, the last 10 minutes, they've definitely been the better team. Just that bit of quality in the last third they're lacking. Chubb. First goal, absolutely vital. Vincent gets a little bit physical with Jeffries. 30 seconds left on the clock, Tom. The assumption of the first 45 at the SDM Glass Stadium this evening?
I think it's been neck and neck up until the last probably 3 or 4 minutes where probably the Met have shown their teeth and, it looked a little bit dangerous on the counter-attack.
And unfortunately for the viewers, it's 45 minutes without the goalkeeper having to make a save. I'm sure we get plenty more action in the second period. Don't go away. We'll also keep you up to date with the scores from every game. That is the final whistle of the first 45 minutes. Pen-y-bont 0, Cardiff Met University 0. We look forward to seeing you in the second period. Thanks for watching the first half.
Hapus yn ambell I benderfyniad. Dim ymwneud am hynny. Di sgôr fan hyn ar yr egwyl. Ac yn ystod yr egwyl, gawn ni glywed gan un o gyn chwaraewyr Pen-y-bont, un sydd wedi gwneud y symudiad i'r gêm proffesiynol I Gasnewydd. Sgorio wedi bod I gwrdd a Nathan Wood.
For everybody else, it was 8 minutes, but to me and my family and everybody that's been on the journey, it was 18 years of hard work.
Well, Nathan Wood, how's life as a professional footballer treating you?
Can't complain at all. It's tough, but I love every second. It's something that I've worked a long time for, so I can't complain too much. But yeah, I'm loving every second of it so far, so hopefully that can continue.
And this, Nathan, of course, was your boyhood club. You grew up watching Newport County, come into this ground. The fact that you're here now, you're in the kit, that must be really, really special.
Yeah, it is surreal. To think the last time I was in there was 9 years ago, I think, to the summer, and getting released as a 17-year-old, 16, 17-year-old. So the whole thing has been a bit surreal, and it gives me that little bit extra understanding and passion for the club.
So, Nathan, what we're going to do, I've got some pictures here for you that we're going to look through. We're going to have a little trip down memory lane. So the first one which is really cute. Cardiff City, under 10s. Tell me about this.
It's funny to look back on and memories that I'll keep for a long time, and I've had to get them out of my mum's memory book. And but no, I love football. I always have, and Cardiff City was a little bit of a funny five, I think. But no, hopefully the Newport fans will forgive me for that. And yeah, I love my time playing football at any club. So. But I prefer it in a Newport top anyway.
You were at Newport Academy. How old were you here?
I think this was 14s. We had a really good team actually in like the Junior Premier League.
When you were released, how tough was that? You know, what's going through your mind when you get that phone call?
It was really difficult. I think at that time you think it's the last chance, and yeah, it was a difficult moment for me, and I was really disappointed actually. I couldn't go all the way at the time, but it wasn't meant to be, and it lights a little fire in your belly, and it makes it even sweeter when it does come around 8-9 years later.
The next one then was life after Newport County.
Yeah, so I left Newport and I went straight to Undy, I think at the time, or Welsh League Division 3. So yeah, playing against Newport County, I always felt like I had a little bit to prove. It was a really good place for me and my time as a footballer and to develop and learn men's football, and it definitely stood me in good stead for the future as well.
Right, Pen-y-bont. And it's safe to say, Nathan, your time at Pen-y-bont is a pretty special chapter in your life.
Yeah, I love my time at Pen-y-bont. I love the club. I love Rhys Griffiths and everything that he'd done for me as a player.
There were highs and there were lows at Pen-y-bont. One definite high was this Welsh Cup semi-final against Bala Town. I love this picture. Dramatic penalty shootout that got you to the Welsh Cup final.
Yeah, I think from where we were, our goal was always to qualify for Europe. When Sean McDonald put that one away, it was a really, really good feeling.
And I don't know if I want to call it a low, but the Welsh Cup final, it was such an incredible occasion at the Cardiff City Stadium. But the looks on your faces after you lost that final, it was gutting, wasn't it?
Griff made no secret that we were not there just to take part. We went there to win a game of football. It was a low, and I'd have loved to have had a Welsh Cup medal under my belt, but it wasn't meant to be. Maybe one day, who knows?
OK, the next one. Let's talk about that goal against Cardiff Met. And this is one that definitely did the rounds all over social media, Nathan.
Yeah, we were 2-0 down at the time. I remember it. I've looked up at the clock and it was the 60th minute. Mac has cleared it. I've picked the ball up and actually I've tried to buy a foul and I've managed to get past one, and then the second one didn't ring down, and I was thinking, don't miss now, don't miss now, don't miss now. And thankfully it went in, and it led us to come back to win 3-2, which was really, really important. Obviously, us and Met were fighting for that automatic spot in Europe. At the time, it didn't feel big, but looking back, it was a big moment in the league and Pen-y-bont qualifying for Europe.
Talk us about Wales C as well. What's it like putting on that jersey? Yeah,
it's special. I think unless you go on and play first-team Wales football, you don't really get the chance to represent your country at football in semi-pro level. So, no, it's a really, really great thing, and one day I'll look back on with immense pride, I'm sure.
And now, Nathan, the next one, we've gone full circle. The moment that you signed your professional contract with Newport County.
I just couldn't wait to sign it. I thought as soon as my pen's on the paper, no one can pull out. But no, honestly, it was an amazing feeling. Going in that building 9 years to this summer was quite emotional, actually. So I just wanted to be an example that if I can do it, anyone can do it. There's a lot of young talent in the Welsh Prem, and hopefully the league starts to get the credit it deserves, and boys start to get a chance, because there are a lot of good players in that league. And like I said, I just want to be an example that if I can do it, anyone can do it.
Because, of course, you're not the first player to go from Cymru Prem here to Newport County. You had, this time last year, we were interviewing Will Evans after he came here from Bala. You've got James Waite, who, of course, you played with at Pen-y-bont. Have they given you sort of any advice making the step?
I spoke to Will and I was speaking to him physically in the off-season. I was like, well, was you as tired as this, mate? He was like, yeah, honestly, just go home and sleep. He said, it'll take you a good pre-season to get used to it, but when pre-season starts to taper, you'll get used to it. And thankfully, he's right. So
how many naps have you had at this point?
Yeah, a lot of naps, a lot of post-training naps and early morning coffees. But no, I'm loving it. I'm loving every second.
And the final one, Nathan, making your debut for Newport County against Doncaster. What a moment for you.
Yeah, I'm so glad it was home. I'm so glad that my parents and my granddad was there. I'm so glad that I played in front of the home fans. It was 8 minutes, and a lot of people, to everybody else, it was 8 minutes, but to me and my family and everybody that's been on the journey, it was 18 years of hard work and a lot of disappointment and a lot of setbacks. And and it was more than 8 minutes, and it just set a little fire again. I just want a taste of it, and I just want more. And if 2 appearances is all it is, then I'll be thankful. But I want more. I want more.
Are you a believer in fate at all?
Destiny.
Destiny.
Destiny, for sure. I think there's a plan, and everything happens for a reason. And I look back on my journey, and maybe I wasn't ready at the time. And no, I'm really excited, and I want to make every day count. And hopefully I can have a good 2 years and hit the ground running just as the other boys have done.
Wel, hyfryd, Nathan Wood yn sôn am I daith hyd yn hyn, mae fe'r fainc heno I Glasnewid. Na bydd Brentford o uwch gyngor Lloegr yng nghwpan y gyngrair yn Lloegr. Cwpan Carabao, chwarae teg iddo fe am stori. A dyna'r sefyllfa heno. Nath rhywun dweud bod yn lot o goliau. Falle fi nath dweud hynny ar un adeg. Gymaint o gemen, di sgôr. A mae'n batrwm sy'n ni'n cael trwy gydol y tymor hyd yn hyn. 5 o'r gemau yn gyfartal. Cei Connor mynd ar y blaen yn ebyn yn Drenewydd. Drenewydd I tar yn ôl. Y bari ar y blaen o 2 gol I ddim. Ond yw tymor Hwlffordd ddim di dechrau'n dda. Y campau Ewropeaidd na. Ar ei holi o 2 gol I ddim. Evan Press a Ollie Hulbert gath y goliau i'r bari yn y gêm yna. Gwennan Harris sy'n cadw cwmni I fi fan hyn. Un o'r gemau di sgôr. Falle bod e'n gyfyn y sioc o hynny pam ni'n gweld y ffaith bod Met ddim di ildio hyd yn hyn tymor yma. Ni'n gweld pam, ond beth am yr hanner cyntaf yna. Sut ti'n gweld pethau Gwennan?
Fi'n credu mae wedi fod yn weddol cyfartal. O'n i'n gweld Pen-y-bont falle'n dechrau ar y troed flaen, ond Met Caerdydd yn dod nôl mewn iddo fe. Falle ar degau safon ddim wedi bod yn gret I be bys nhw. Mae'n fi'n credu achos y tempo mae'r ddau tîm yn cael lawr yn gwasgu yn gorfforol. Y cyfle da iawn I halen arbediad campus, ond wedyn 2 cyfle dda, actually, Met Caerdydd hefyd. So, bys ni'n gweud gêm cyfartal hyd hyn.
Gyn I weld y cyfle nawr, mae werth I weld, achos oedd hi'n symudiad da gan Pen-y-bont hefyd yn arwen at yr ergyd.
Jyst y symud y bil yn gyflym, simple fan'na o cael y bas nôl a wedyn. Mae jyst yn ceisio crymanu'r bil mewn i'r cornel bellach a lang chwarae teg yn lawr yn gyflym iawn yr estrydd. A wedyn fel ni'n gweud, y llaw rili gryf I cael ei ffwrdd, achos oedd ni'n gweld, oedd un o'r chwaraewyr Pen-y-bont yn gyflym iawn. Falle mae Davies oedd actually jyst yn dod mewn ar y postyn bellach na Venables. Yn barod I pwntio, so oedd angen y llaw gryf hefyd.
Mae werth nodi am Lang. Will Fuller oedd yn y gol, ers I Fuller adael. Lang di cymryd drosto. Mae di chwarae 74 o gemau yn olynol nawr. Dim nôl I mis Mawrth 2021. Mae yna bobl yn paratoi'r ystadegau yma. Mae rhaid ni sôn am hynny. Ond fi'n gwybod mae gol geidwad I fe. Ond eto, I gael yr hediad yna, a'r tymor yma, I beidio ildio eto. Mae rhaid bod yna'n ei gymaint iddo fe fel chwaraewr. Hyder,
Yn sicr. Wel, un mae'n dangos o ran y safon sy'n gyda fe, ond hefyd y ffordd mae fe'n trin ei gorff ac yn edrych ar ôl I hun rhwng gemau, achos mae'r gemau yn dod yn gyflym, ond mae'n anodd, yn wedi pan ti'n chwarae fel gol geidwad ar yr arwynebedd yma, pan ti'n mynd lawr i'r hel llawr, mae fe'n cael fwy o effaith ar y corff na bys fe ar gwair hefyd, so yn sicr mae fe wedi datblygu a tyfu, a fel ti'n dweud, y dechrau mae fe wedi cael i'r tymor, fydd e'n llawn hyder, yn wedig wedyn yn neud arbediad fel hwnna hefyd ar ben.
Dyn nhw ddim eisiau ildio, mae hynny yn bendant. Bydd esgorio yn braf, wrth gwrs, wel, dim o ran Pen-y-bont, ond o ran Met. Ambell I gyfle tua diwedd yr hanner cyntaf yna. Be newidiodd o ran y Met?
Fi'n credu Pen-y-bont jyst yn rhoi bach o ledd nhw, jyst o gwmpas y cosbi fan hyn, so ni'n gweld cwpl o ergydiadau o bell. A wedyn, so, Rhys yn nghanol I unwaith eto, jyst falle bach yn araf I cael lawr fan'na. A ti byth yn gwrdd o ran y gwiriad hefyd, ond hwn pas arbennig gan Vincent chwarae teg, a fi'n credu oedd Gata Evans di mynd ei hun fan'na. Oedd e'n trio bod na'n hunan o tynnu yn ôl I Craven, oedd ti'n neud y rediad really dda oddi ar ysgwydd. Oedd ti'n gweld Dan Jeffries jyst yn gwylio fan'na, dyle bod edi. Nath Craven mynd heibio Jeffries I neud y rediad yna, ond jyst yr ongl bach rhy dyn.
Mae'n teimlo'n, mae'n gynnar yn y tymor yn amlwg, ond mae'n teimlo mor agos mewn llawer o'r clybiau yma. Falle bod nhw'n gwybod yn barod bod canlyniadau yn ebyn I gilydd yn mynd I fod yn bwysig. Felly, falle bod yr ddau dîm yn eitha hapus dar sefyllfa fel ag y mae ar un o bryd.
Fi'n credu fel chwaraewyr, am wedi fel reol, ti wastad moyn cael triffoedd allan o'r gêm. Yn wedi yn nabod y ddau reolwr hefyd, maen nhw'n cystadleol iawn. Ond, pan ti'n meddwl, yn wedi I falle I Met Caerdydd yn dod oddi gatre I tîm sydd wedi bod yn Ewrop tymor yma, fysen nhw'n cymryd y pwynt. Ond be fi'n joio yw'r ffaith mae'r safon yn datblygu pob blwyddyn, mae'r gemau'n dod yn fwy ac yn fwy cystadleol, ond mae'n really dda I weld.
Ydy, dim ymheth am hynny, mae'n gystadleol, mae'n agos dros ben, yn gystadleol ac yn gyfartal yn gyffredinol hefyd i arall i chi ar draws y gyngrau'r heno. Dyma sydd i ddod, ni'n troi'n sylw at y gemau rhyngwladol. Mis Medi yn agosau, y cyfnod rhyngwladol yn agosau. A Cymru'n cyrraedd 10 cyreia yn gynta. Gem gyfeillgar yn fyw o'r Esbydrec. Edrych ymlaen yn fawr at honna. Cyn mentro i Riga a Latvia ar gyfer y gêm nesaf yn y grŵp rhagbrofol ar gyfer Euro 2024. Ni'n sôn am gemau heno. Mae David Brooks newydd sgorio i Bournemouth yn erbyn Abertawe. Gyda llawin yr un yn y gêm yna. David Brooks yn gapten i Bournemouth. Kiefer Moore yn chwarae, ddim ar gael i Gymru wrth gwrs ar ôl y cerdyn coch na. Maen nhw'n cyhoeddi carfan Cymru fori yn Glanllyn. Digwydd bod. Braf. Ie, a mae rhyw noson yn lleol, nos fori hefyd i Ian Gwynnews a Robert Page yno. Be allwn ni ddisgwyl o'r garfan? Dim byd anisgwyl. Ni'n cael dim byd anisgwyl dyddiau yma i fod yn de.
Na, sa'n credu. Mae gymaint o pwysau ar y gemau. Fi'n rili falch bod gyda ni gêm cyfeillgar gyntaf. Just i cael ni nôl mewn i'r trywydd a systemau patrymau chwarae, ond sa'n disgwyl unrhyw beth, really. Achos y holl pwysau sydd ar Page i gael canlyniad.
Ni hanner ffordd drwy'r grŵp. Na beth sy'n taro chi, 4 gêm sydd i fynd. A, mae'n 10 dweud, dyn nhw'n wedi cael dechrau gwych. Mae gair pwysau yna, mae'n fynd yn ôl, bod mae'n chi darllen yn sôn bod mae'r gêm Latvia, mae'n swnio fel noson dyngedfennol i'r rheolwr.
Ydy. Mae'r llwyth o pwysau sy'n edrych ar y gwefannau cymdeithasol hefyd. Mae lot yn galw am ei ben.
A dim dyna sy'n rheoli, neu dim dyna dyle rheoli sefyllfa fel hyn, ond mae'r patrwm, mae canlyniadau diweddar hefyd, a leiniad ni o ran y grŵp. Mae'n 10 dweud bod yna bwysau felly.
I fi, ar ôl cwpan y byd, perfformiadau, yn gwybod bod chwaraewyr profiadol ni'n mynd i gael o Bale, Alan, gan y blaen. Oedd angen bod yn realistig. Fi wir yn teimlo, oedd cael y pwynt at gol hwyr yna yn y gêm gyntaf, actually, probably y peth gweithio a gallu digwydd i ni, achos wedyn oedd pawb yn dechrau gobeithio eto, ac heb mynd nôl i feddwl. Edrych ar y darlun mawr fan hyn, ni mewn cyfnod traws newid, mae angen bach o mynedd, ond ar lefel cysadleuon, ni wedi dod i arfer nawr, nag yn ni. So, 10-15 mlynedd yn ôl, dim byd, ond ni wedi dod i arfer nawr, so lot o bwysau ymlaen.
Gol i ddim oedd i gartre yn erbyn Latvia. Dim byd yn bendant ar gyfer y gêm yn Riga. Yr holl ymateb i'r garfan sy'n cael ei gyhoeddi fori ar ein gwefannau cymdeithasol ni o ran sgorio. Ond ewn ni o'r rhyngwladol i'r cenedlaethol uwch gyngor Cymru, JD. 3 gêm a had.
Welcome back to the SDS Glass Stadium in Pen-y-bont, where Pen-y-bont are currently 0-0 against Cardiff Met University in the JD Cymru Premier League. Not many goals around the league this evening. Only a smart save in the first save. Smart save in the first half from Alex Lamb. A wonderful save, by the way, from Lewis Harlan. Kept the scores at 0-0. Apart from that, Tom, it was a pretty tight encounter.
Yeah, it was. But to be fair to Cardiff Met, they had a couple of chances. Elliott, Evans had a half chance, decided to square it to Craven, and then Craven himself had an opportunity as well. So it's pretty even Stevens, really, in the grand scale of things.
Harlan playing a 1-2. Great, good work from Miles Davis, and he gets the cross, and brilliant from Davis. Venables hooks it over. Great save from Lang. Used his body strength to push Chubb away, and he got the overhead kick on target.
Yeah, Miles Davis, great cross into that near post there. Oh, I think Chubb got a little bit too close to him there. Venables, he'd be very disappointed he didn't do better there, Chris Venables.
Yeah, because his first touch was wonderful. He set himself up well. But that's more like it. Goal-mouth entertainment in the first minute of the second half. Carl McCarthy strides forward. Get forward that far, you've got to keep the ball though. One of the chats at half-time, Tom, for me, from Rhys Griffiths, is Kane Owen and Miles Davis have to get involved in this game more.
I agree with you there, Mark, but I think they've got a bit of a problem, actually. When they do, for me, they're very high up the pitch, which is obviously a tactic from the manager. But the outball for Cardiff Met, and I spoke to Ryan Jenkins just before start the second half there, and they are playing the balls in behind those where those gaps appear.
Trying to expose them gaps. That's exactly like that then. Craven back to Lang. Lang makes the first save of the second half after making the big one in the first half. Henry Jones. I'm sure Jones will want to get on the ball more in this half. You go over, no free kick. Referee says play on and switch your play. Lewis Rhys had one magical run in the first 45 minutes. Again, he spins little. Gets too wide. Craven. There was a debate at the first half whether Craven or Chubb would play the right wing back. No, Chubb is more of an athlete in getting forward. A little bit of afters there from Henry Jones.
Kicking the ball away.
Just a cheap yellow. They always tend to cost you in the end, Tom, you know that.
Yeah, exactly. Just kicked the ball away.
Yeah, just a little bit of petulance gets Henry Jones a yellow.
I think that was a foul. He didn't get the foul there, did he?
Do you think it's a foul? I just think he's...
Well...
just gone down. Great ball in. Pacier ball in this time. Header. Big header from Vincent this time. Lewis wins a 50-50. Craven. Kabongo just goes wide of the mark. The big man Vincent getting in on the act airily.
Yeah, certainly strong in the box, in the air. Vincent just pulled a handful. Great header down there towards Emlyn Lewis, and Chubb got themselves into the 6-yard box.
And only goals at Bala Town. 2-0 ahead still at half-time.
2 goals.
Connors Key and Newtown 1 apiece.
Yeah, at the Flint Stadium.
Strong header again from Lewis. Rhys trying to get on the end of it. Kane Owen just hooks it forward. Yeah, I think that when I went in the bar at half-time, Tom, and the word just around the bar from both sets of supporters was, it's like an actual derby match, a real tight encounter. Derbies can be won by heroic goals or bad mistakes, and it has that wrote all over it at the moment.
Yeah, certainly difficult to call it.
Again,
nothing to choose between the sides.
Kane Owen.
One great delivery, though, could change things.
Yeah, well, with the likes of Dan Jeffries and Billy Borge up looking for the header, they got... It's Craven's marking Borge in there at the moment. He'd be my target if I was on the ball. Decent ball in. McCarthy. Great touch. Wonderful touch. Can it come in first time? Didn't get enough on it. Owen. Edge of the area. Chance Davis. Hook clear. Keeper will have to collect. A little bit untidy in the box there from the Met. But it's Lang again who gathers the ball. 50 minutes on the clock. Pen-y-bont 0, Met 0.
A bit of pinball there. Ends up with nothing really.
Both the Cymru South... Oh, great touch. Evans. Vincent. Peach of a ball. Just a little bit too much in front of Rhys. Whether Rhys read it or the pass was wrong, I'd love to see that again because it looked a good ball.
Just said in first half, you know, how well they've linked up together, and that was a absolutely perfect link-up play. Just Vincent, I think, just puts a little bit too much on this pass. Just a little bit too far in front of Rhys there.
I think
just overran it.
Vincent is winning the race of the season, though. Harry Kane's gone to the Bundesliga, but the look-alike is in the Cymru Premier. Price goes back to Lang. As we said, first goal will be absolutely vital here. McCarthy. Six wins to Pen-y-bont, 3 wins to the Met in previous encounters, and a couple of draws along the way.
You just can't get past Little there.
Great touch. Rafael, wonderful first touch, but that's good work as well. Elliot Evans hooks on. Vincent. Price. Couldn't carry on his run there, Lewis Rhys. He'd run into an offside position, that's why he pulled up.
Yeah, Little struggle a little bit this evening, Mark.
Yeah, Rhys is trying.
He's made quite a number of mistakes, actually.
He's been effective, Rhys, on the ball. The substitute benches, like we said, could be key this evening. Evan Cadwallader, Kean Williams, Barnaby Sodi, Brandon Roberts, Elliot Humphreys and Alfie Jones for the Met. Lewis Ware, Daniel Griffiths, Gabriel Kirchhoff, Ryan Reynolds, last season's Young Player of the Year, and Sean McDonald on the bench for Pen-y-bont. Offside flag given. Rhys Griffiths. Deep thinking there from Griffiths. Knows his team. Earned a hard-working point at Pontypridd last Friday evening, but he'll want 3 this evening, definitely. Vincent wins the first header. Jeffries tidies up well. Owen opts not to go back to the goalkeeper. Strong challenge from Craven. Lewis again. Oh, great ball across. Elliot Evans didn't read it. It was good work again from Rhys. Just starting to be a thorn in the side of this defence a bit, this Lewis Rhys, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a lively player. Looks as Kieran Rafael might be being substituted.
Lewis launches it forward. Lang just clears his lines. Substitution is being made. That is Ryan Reynolds, who was the Cymru Premier League's Young Player of the Season last season. Hasn't made a start yet this season. Sean McDonald, the ex-Welsh international, also coming onto the pitch. Henry Jones off on the far side. And I think it's Kean Rafael will come off this side.
Early substitution, though,
yeah,
from Rhys Griffiths, so he's obviously not happy with those two, or obviously rotating a little bit, you know, with a lot of games, another game coming up on the weekend as well.
Yeah, you have to say that, Tom, I totally agree. But McDonald, they say, was, I think he got on Friday evening at Pontypridd and looked really impressive. He's been out for a while. Don't forget, ex-professional footballer with plenty of class and international caps. Going to try and put his stamp on this game now. Lewis launches it out.
Henry Jones, a lonely walk around the perimeter of the pitch.
Yeah, it's always a lonely walk, Tom. You know that, I know that, when you're being brought off.
Maybe Rhys Griffiths thinking that yellow card early.
Yeah,
of
course it could. Definitely, Tom. It's, you know, it could play a part. And as we said in the first period, discipline is key, especially in tight games. You know, we can all do a Liverpool, go down to 10 men and win.
Elliot Evans there, been fouled.
For me now, he has to try and free up McDonald to get on the ball. Ash Evans will look after.
Tell you one thing, Mark, I think the referee's done really well.
Yeah, superb since the first kick of the game. Let's hope it stays that way. Vincent again gets a flick off. Borge heads away. Ashley Evans. Pace will be injected into the game now. Mal Davis, great ball in. How many times on the evening is Emlyn Lewis coming across the middle and just headed on? Lewis Rhys a little bit lazy and getting back on side then.
I think that's really annoying for a manager, that.
Kind of having go a goal behind to Bala. It's a big goal for Bala. Their start of the season has been excellent so far. Noam Marcin gets the goal.
Got a good record at the Oval, though, haven't they? Bala, I think they've won their last 3 or 4 visits there.
No, the start of the season is Caton getting tired at Bala? Well, he started with a brilliant start of the season. All bodies in. Great up and under there. Price heads away. McDonald, great ball into Davis. Davis, great cross. Emlyn Lewis again clears his lines. If anything, Pen-y-bont have come out with a bit between their teeth and they're getting on the ball a lot quicker than the Met are this half, Tom. Owen is not afraid to take a long shot on, should it appear. Reynolds. Venables in the middle. Miles Davis in the box. Harlan. McDonald. Little, can he steer it into the middle? It's a decent ball in. Venables. Bodies forward now. McDonald. Miles Davis arrows it across. Owen. Surely not Owen. Great block. Turned his back on the ball. Miles Davis still onside. Keeps it in play. What a ball, Miles Davis. Did he keep it in play? An excellent ball.
Emlyn Lewis did terrific there. Just to put, I think it's Harling, he put it off. Great cross again. Full stretch there. And Lewis does enough there to put Lewis Harling off. He got the physical touch on him, didn't he?
Just enough, because Harling's scored a goal a couple of weeks ago and said, I think it just catches him on the shoulder in the end. You said Lewis did enough to just put Harlan off just in front of goal. Good to see that Harlan's developed into that trying to be goal scoring midfielder now, Tom. Paddy's added to his game.
Yeah, certainly you can see probably tactically Rhys Griffiths is asking his midfield players to get in the box, flood the box when they get the crosses coming in from right or left.
But McDonald has just got on that ball 3 or 4 times in the first couple of minutes since being on. And like we said, he has the ability, he has the class. Can he change this game? Davis. Price. Emlyn Lewis looking to put a ball in behind. It's a Chubb chasing it down.
What does Emlyn Lewis doing there? Not that, he's quick. Chubb, but not that quick.
Adrian Chiselvich gets a goal for TNS at Colwyn Bay to put the champions 1-0 ahead against the league newcomers. Chiselvich a goal, TNS 1, Colwyn Bay 0. Goals may start to rattle in now. Rhys has been waiting for this chance all night to get a run at the centre-backs. Vincent's in the middle by himself. Will he get the pass off? Gets the pass off. Evans, Elliot Evans, just wants a chance to get the shot off. Evans changes his feet 2 or 3 times. Vincent could defend him from Mark Little. Stood the big man up and forced him wide. Kabongo.
Good spell of possession by Met.
Yeah, needed it after the spell that that's a tackle from behind. I think the referee will give that as a free kick. He does give it as a free kick. Gives it the other way, in fact. Be interesting to see this one. CJ Craven, not happy with the decision. Smile on his face as usual. Kane Owen as well with a smile.
Oh, I can't believe that.
I don't think that's why Craven can't believe it as well.
Got away with that one.
61 minutes on the clock. Pen-y-bont 0, Cardiff Met 0. Harris. Venables. Again, Lewis. You know, with chat, like I said, Venables is such a character, a weary character, and a wily character, and cagey, that he will go along all night, Venables, by the way, and lose. If he's got to lose 20 out of 20 headers, don't give him one with a couple of minutes to go.
No, exactly.
He will go and go and go all night and just wait for that one gilt-edged chance.
Yeah, he's just a proper predator.
Chubb. I think he just tried that one long throw in the first half, Tom, and hasn't bothered one. But again, puts one in the box. Flick across. Evans not quite switched on to the flick. Turner. Chance on the edge. Use a chance. Owen, back across. Just behind. The shot was going across goal. Ashley Evans intervenes and puts it behind for a corner. It was untidy, but there could have been something at the end of that, you know.
Yeah, Harry Owen. I think that was a shot, actually. Could have gone anywhere.
I think if it doesn't get intercepted.
The keeper would have had it, I think.
Yeah, Evans, oh. Corner. Tom Price whips it across. Back post. Foul. Emlyn Lewis just tugging the back of Dan Jeffries' head in the box. Jeffries with a smile on his face.
Well, 6-1 half doesn't the other day.
Absolutely. Strictly, that was, wasn't it, Tom?
Yeah, they got really close, didn't they? Fair play. Footwork could be better.
Game at 0-0. Pen-y-bont 0, Met 0. 64 on the clock. Both teams defensively set up really well. Mal Davis, definitely out of the two wing-backs, is the one pushing forward, trying to get into the game now. Clynarvan v Connors Key, Friday evening, 7:30. That'll be a great game to watch. Chasing, trying to come back from a goal behind this evening, Clynarvan. Owen. Craven. Chubb. You get the foul given against Ryan Reynolds for pushing in the back.
Yeah, Reynolds hasn't got into the game yet, has he?
It's strange for me to see Reynolds playing wide left. I haven't seen Ryan Reynolds play wide left.
Venables. Guess a yellow there, Mark, as well. Bit of dissent.
Yeah, Chris Venables, yellow card. And they all add up. Such experienced players getting yellow cards when it could cost you at the end of the day. Connors Key Nomads go 2-1 ahead. Ben Nash gets a goal. Nomads, I think, could be the team of the season who could win any game on their day. Great ball. Price chance. How has he missed the header? What a wonderful ball from Price. It's just about as good as it could get. And Lewis Rhys has to hit the target. It's as simple as that. That is some miss by Rhys.
Best chance of the evening so far. Tom Price cuts back here onto his right foot. Delivers an absolute... That's right on his forehead. All he needs is to get a good contact on that, and it's 1-0 to the Met. Unfortunately, hasn't worked out like that, but terrific cross from Price. Right on the button.
He's looking to guide. Just put your head on it in front of goals. Brilliant.
Really left off that.
It was a fantastic ball, by the way, by Price. Showing his quality. And that's to go down, Tommy, as the biggest chance of the game. Venables. Lewis again runs the ball out of play. I'm sure we'll get another replay. There's that goal. Connors Key 2, Newtown 1.
Yeah, still got a good 25 minutes left to get back into that game.
Tight games, very tight games this evening. Only the one with 2 goals in it. Barrytown 2, Haverfordwest County 0. How would you chat about Haverfordwest County star, Tom. I know they had a wonderful campaign in Europe. It can happen.
Yeah, certainly. Well, it's really baffling, really. They played so well in Europe, and obviously they haven't been able to get any results since then, to be honest. Just a couple of points.
And don't forget as well, they lost last season's top goal scorer, who scored again this evening, Jordan Davis. I think Jordan Davis got 14 goals from last season, so you take away 14 when your next top goal scorer is 7 or 8. It's a big loss.
Absolutely.
Getting tremendous assistance here this evening, by the way, from the producers that stood alongside us, firing these scores into us. He's just fired another one across us. It's Connors Key 3, Newtown 1, so things not going well for the Robins. That goal may have been called off, by the way.
Did VAR come into action there? I
think so. Harris goes long. It is 3-1, and it's Harry Franklin got the third goal for Connors Key Nomads. Well, the game's got quicker. The game has had a couple of chances, but the game still remains at 0-0 with 20 minutes left. Pen-y-bont 0, Cardiff Met 0.
Yeah, Connors Key need a win this evening, actually, to lift them, you know, back into the race.
Where we would expect them to be.
Yes, yeah.
So he seems to put his own squad together, Tom, with the likes of Nash, with the likes, you know, his ex-players. He had a few at Flint who travelled everywhere with him. Often happens when managers change. Price. Just wide of the target. But anything around that area at the moment, they tend to be having a go, the Met.
Certainly had the keeper scampering across his goal there, did Tom Price. Ball drops kindly for him.
Beautiful.
Side foots it with a bit of ping behind it.
Sure, the camera will pick it up in a minute as well. Beautiful sort of red moon above the ground as well now. Lovely evening down at Pen-y-bont. Harris kicks it out of play. Price. Key now the last 20 minutes. Fitness could be the key. But I suppose we do have to mention that 4 or 5 of the Pen-y-bont players, 5 or 6 of the Pen-y-bont players may have been to work today. Whether the Met lads may have been teaching.
Yeah, could have been in some tough lectures, Mark, you never know.
Yeah. Ball out. I think in key areas tonight, the Met, like Matthew Chubb at the back, like Emlyn Lewis at the back, pace, they haven't been troubled with any pace tonight, the Met at the back. Harlan. Decent play from Reynolds. He goes over, buys a free kick. Chubb says no, referee says yes, and this is a key area here now. Ryan Jenkins won't be happy with Matt Chubb giving a free kick away. Such a soft area there. Here it is, Tom, yes or no? No, he just dives down to the ground.
Bit harsh.
Henry Jones off the field now, so you should imagine he'll be Kane Owen. Although Reynolds stands over the ball as well. Does he dink it to the back? Halland's at the back for yourself with Kabongo. On the edge of the box, Ashley Evans is stood there in acres of space. Lewis Rhys has just seen that. Whips it to the back post. Chance across. Oh, he hits a bar. Borge hits a bar from... It's Jeffries hits a bar from 2 yards out. Chances of the game has just been evened up. The header back across puts in Jeffries only 2 yards out, and he crashes it against the bar. Massive chance for Pen-y-bont.
Certainly looked easier to score there, Mark, than to miss.
Incredible. The 2 main chances of the game have been 2 headers. Vincent, can he get a run at Borge? Borge does the safe thing and puts it out of play.
Yeah. Certainly a great opportunity. Great delivery to the far post, first of all, by Kane Owen there. Headed back across. And then crashes it against the crossbar.
It's Miles Davis heads it back across, and there's Jeffries. Oh, he's 2 or 3 yards out, Tom.
Should have scored.
Dan Jeffries should have scored. He'll know that. He's a good header of the ball, Dan Jeffries.
Certainly a good leap by Miles Davis, the back post.
And a great free kick from Kane Owen again. End-to-end chances at the moment. 18 minutes left on the clock. Chubb, can he put it back in early? Great ball in, Chubb, chance. Oh, brilliant defending. I think it was Sean McDonald. Reynolds, Craven. Yeah, does his job, CJ Craven. Just chases his man down and puts it out of play.
Yeah, certainly good tracking back there.
But the two teams, they're not holding on for this, Tom. You know, they're not saying, shall we take the point each? They're both definitely having to go for the 3 points. Great ball in behind, Haaland chasing it down, Emlyn Lewis. Brilliant. Again at the back.
That's brilliant hold to play, though, by Vincent there.
Yeah, definitely. Bors knocks it back in. Haaland with that deft header wide. Well, they say we were waiting for a couple of chances. We've had 2 massive headed chances in the last 10 minutes. One to Lewis Rhys, one to Dan Jeffries, and the score remains Pen-y-bont 0, Cardiff Met 0.
Yeah, Harlings is an effort as well. Could have done better with that cross. Good defending from Emlyn Lewis on that occasion.
Like you said, Tom, these players know each other so well that they know they have to go the distance to get a victory against each other. Another free kick given. Vincent this time. A couple of easy yellow cards coming out now.
Well, that's a bit harsh.
Yeah,
he went for the ball there.
Yeah.
I mean, praised the referee a few minutes ago, and I think that was a bit of a harsh. Well, I guess.
Still looking for it now.
Yeah.
Well, maybe just gets it, and that's why Little goes down. I don't think there was any intent in it, shall we say. Kane Owen now has decided to take over all the free kicks. We know this diagonal go looking for the likes of Dan Jeffries, Billy Borge and Chris Venables in that box. In it goes. First header Borge, second header Lewis as per usual. Price. It's a great outball by Price. From your own 6-yard box, Tom. Being closed down by Rhys. Owen the favourite. Well, Venables coming back from offside to make the first header. Wow. Smart play by the linesman to pick that one up. It's an interesting one. Venables coming off. Venables off. Dan Griffiths coming on.
It's very interesting.
Interesting. Well, Rhys Griffiths says to young Dan Griffiths, go make a name for yourself. It's a bold decision. Price. You did say, by the way, Tom, about ball hooked across the front. Emlyn Lewis with a header. Good defending by Borge. Just doesn't let Lewis put his stamp on that. Zach Clark gets a goal.
Carnarvon, is it?
Carnarvon won a piece against Bala. Really enjoying their season, Bala, Carnarvon, and so too is Zach Clark.
He said he was pretty quiet last Saturday, Mark, was he?
But before that, you've seen him at Colwyn Bay. He was tremendous.
Yeah.
Hooked forward. Just could be one of them games, Tom. 76 on the clock. Are we going to have a 0-0 or are we going to have a goal? One to remember to win the game. Alex Lang.
Yeah, 3 clean sheets, Mark, and He's kept another one so far this evening
Great
with a one
feeling,
terrific
Tom.
save with his left hand.
Great feeling. 23 years of age in goals. You're playing in a top league in Wales. You know, you're a goalkeeper and you're almost approaching your 4th game without letting a goal in. You were a centre forward. You get yourself a couple of hat-tricks. You're the king. You keep them clean sheets. You're the king between the sticks.
100%, Mark, 100%.
Just been booked. Just been booked. It's now yellow to red. It'd be interesting. It looks like Vincent will be off, and he's unlucky. I think Borge goes down with his head. That's what we talked about, right? A red card could cost this game. Yellow means red. No arguments from Vincent. He puts his foot down. But I think on the replay, you look at this, Borge is so brave and he puts his head down that Vincent can't do a lot about it. I may be wrong.
Yeah, he was a bit unlucky to get the first yellow, I thought so anyway. Unless it was a totting up procedure and he hasn't, you know, conceded that many fouls. But
put in a good performance, the lad, as well, Tom Vincent.
Yeah, Thomas Vincent, yeah, he's been a thorn in the side of Pen-y-bont this evening, that's for sure. He'll make his way to the dressing room.
It's Borge's bravery, I think, to dive in for the header, which will eventually cost Vincent. We'll see again on the replay.
I think he's got a cut there, is he?
What a chance now, 12 minutes to go. Or is a cut? It is a cut. Borge, Billy Borge won't want to go off, Tom. You know that.
Yeah, I know that, but he might have to, Mark.
I think he'll have to. Here we go.
Oh. I mean, gosh. He was only about 2 foot off the ground.
Yeah, there you are. But it was the bravery of Borge's head that what made that situation. I think you can look at it 10 times again and say yes or say no. The referee was right on the mark.
So, yeah, but I mean, are you entitled to go for the ball? Of course you are. He's 2 foot off the ground.
Yeah, I think he's got may have a pretty decent cut here, and he may have to get sorted here, Borge. Ryan Jenkins, obviously. Griffiths looks on. Big moment in this game. We talked about nil-nils and disciplines and red and yellow cards. His first yellow was a bit innocuous.
Yeah.
Is that 2 yellows in the space of 2 minutes?
But yeah, not long.
So I think we'll just go through the other scores. Connors Key lead Newtown by 3-1. Caernarfon 1-1 against Bala. Colwyn Bay 0, TNS 1. Barry 2, Haverfordwest 0. Aberystwyth and Pontypridd blank 0-0.
Just in this chance from the free kick. Miles Davis peels off to the far post here. Great spring. Heads it back across. Oh. Is that the chance of the match, you think, Mark?
Chance of the match, chance of one match at Aberystwyth may just be Aber 0, Pontypridd 1. Big goal that for Pontypridd.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock kick-off, that, isn't it?
Keston Davis, the ex-TNS player, getting a goal after 61 minutes. That could be a massive goal. It's Ponty's first league goal of the season. Here's Billy Borge. Unfortunately, Borge does have to leave the field, and it looks like quite a large cut. Great game.
Yeah, it's been excellent.
Yeah.
For the home side. Probably needs some stitches there.
Yeah, he's still moaning about going off the pitch. I'm fine. Love it, love it. He leaves the field like a warrior. He's played like one.
Just...
Yeah, he dives down. He lifts his foot. I think he could be a little bit unlucky at the red card, but...
Well, it was a yellow, isn't it? So he's had 2...
Gabriel Kirkroft comes on now. Interested to see whether they go 4 at the back and try and win it and chuck 2 or 3 up top. 10 minutes on the clock. Can the Met hold out? Can Pen-y-bont force a winner? Great header away again from Lewis. Are you pushing the 2 wing backs right on now, Tom, with a man advantage?
You'd have to.
Yeah.
It's a chance, you know, to go for the 3 points. We had a chat before the game, didn't we? How many teams might regret not having a go, you know, towards the end of the season?
Big 3 points this would be now, because there's no doubt they could have gone either way all night, hooked out by Harry Owen. This is when men got to dig in now. Mark Little, spare man at the back now. Miles Davis trying passing his way through Harry Owen. I'll tell you one man who'll be disappointed now they're going down to 10 men there is Venables. Had he been the last man up top now,
yeah, absolutely,
he would have been crying for every ball to go in. Great switch again, McDonald. He's done well since going on. Kane Owen.
McCarthy, is it McCarthy there? On?
It's Chubb.
Chubb actually read it really well.
Chubb's done brilliant. Brilliant. Pen-y-bont 0, Cardiff Met 0. With the head injury, Tom, I think that may give us another 5 or 6 minutes towards the end.
Yeah.
So we would think on about 15 minutes to go. Yeah, McDonald is just easing into that role now of getting in and spraying it wherever he wants to. Great defensive clearance again by Tom Price. Tom Price, Emlyn Lewis have made some clearances this evening. Harris. I don't think Griffiths will be wanting him to go launching it forward now, Tom, with a spare man, because if
you've got no size really.
50 balls have gone in there, Emlyn Lewis have won 49 of them.
Yeah.
McDonald.
Got to be patient to move the ball a bit quicker.
Yeah, and that's what I think.
Pen-y-bont, I think. Switching the play.
You get on it as often as he can, and he's on it again. And he'll just look for spare men now. He's picked out Kirkcroft with a brilliant ball chance. What a save! Brilliant save from Lang. I think it's Harlan again. Harlan rattles a volley off, almost gets the opening goal. But Lang is unbeatable so far this season.
That's a great effort. I think he had a little bit of luck. Ball gets stuck between his legs, but great surge into the penalty area from Lewis Harlan.
He does well enough.
Yeah, does brilliantly well, to be fair to him. And a great touch across the box there by the substitute.
Would Lang be in the reckoning for man of the match with them 2 saves? No, Tom, if it stays the way it is at 0-0.
Well, certainly Emlyn Lewis is in the mix, isn't he?
Definitely.
They can keep a clean sheet for the last 15 minutes.
Jeffries. Again, Lewis gets the header, assisted by Tom Price just in front of him. It'll be all Pen-y-bont now in the last 11 or 12 minutes. Lewis clears his lines. Lewis Rhys is out on his feet at the top, Tom. He's got nothing else to give.
It'll be good time to make a couple of changes, I think, for Ryan Jenkins.
Lang comes and collects. Griffiths. Lewis liable to stay down here. And Lang is the man of the moment.
Griffiths is a bit late there. Referee's given the free kick now.
You do look in, Tom, sometimes when you see how much these players put in on Tuesday evenings and the likes, and then when they're asked to play again on a Friday and Saturday, it's no easy league, you know.
And it's tough, and the travelling as well.
Travelling as well, and their
work commitments.
It hasn't been a classic, but it's been a real tough encounter against 2 teams who want to finish at the top end of the Cymru Premier League, and they both have the tools to know they can finish there. Lewis is, again, his pace is immense. How he's not a Football League centre-back, I do not know.
Does really well than Emlyn Lewis.
Still only 25 years of age, by the way, even though he looks about 42 at the moment.
Again, he got in a scrap there with, is it Griffiths? Yeah.
Brilliant defending.
Once you get your body between the ball, the man and the ball.
Especially when you're a big one.
Yeah.
Lang to take the free kick. The Met just started to hang on a little bit. Jeffries plants a header forward. McCarthy's been superb at the back as well. Rhys, has he got anything left in there? Jeffries will opt to go back. Owen tries to pass his way out. Price has almost been like a lead, by the way, in front of Emlyn Lewis. If there's anything not gone to Lewis, Price has mopped it up in front of him.
Yeah, to be fair, both Cabango and him have really done well defensively for the Met.
I think Ryan Jenkins is looking around, looking up towards here, in fact, for advice on time. And that we could send down is most probably another 8 minutes at least. Price wins the first header against Griffiths. Davis. Elliot Evans takes a wrong option. Craven. Evans just trying to pick a hole. Pen-y-bont. Harlan is going forward to join Griffiths. He's been amongst the goals, Harlan.
Quite interesting there, Mark. Price kicks the ball away. Referee, there's no reaction.
Ryan Reynolds will take the kick. Only Sean McDonald out of the box apart from Reynolds. Everybody else in. Jeffries. Harlan will be the targets. Lewis again wins the first header. Pulled across, save again. Unbelievable stuff, Alex. Lang is grabbing that man of the match, Tommy. He's not going to let Emlyn Lewis have it, I don't think.
Well, two players in picture there, Lewis and Lang.
The substitute plays the ball off. Kane Owen.
There's a little touch there as well. Deflects it into him. Was it Kane Owen's shot? I think he gets a little touch there. Somebody gets a touch.
May have been Harlan again, you know. Lewis Harlan again, unlucky. Brilliant save from the goalkeeper again, though. Free kick will be given against. Lots of eyes will be on the fourth official now as he stands below us.
I'll go for 6 minutes, Mark. How many are you going for?
6.
6, I said.
I did say that, but I think I'll go for 7 because he was down for a long time and we've had about 4 or 5 substitutes as well. But it'll be interesting. But it could be the big difference on the game. In again it goes, right into the mixer. Chance out for a corner. Matt Chubb says it's definitely a goal kick and the referee says no, it's a corner. 7 minutes. The commentator is right.
Again.
It's made my day and my night. No. Kane Owen. The Met are simply clinging on for their point. Working their socks off, by the way. Far post this time. McDonald whips it across the front. Kabongo puts it behind. That's about 6 corners in the last 6 minutes. Pen-y-bont pressing for the winner. Cardiff Met clinging on. We will give results as they come through. Cross, first header, Griffiths. Hooked away, great hook away by Elliot Evans. Lewis Rhys will chase down Miles Davis. Harris. It's a great diag from Harris. He picks out Ashley Evans. It's hooked back inside. Kabongo hooks it clear. It's almost like a training session of staying in and trying to keep a clean sheet. 50-50. Chance. Harry Owen. This is where all them early little yellows cost you. You can't afford any dark arts now, Tom. Not when you're on a yellow. Great ball down the line. Good first touch from Griffiths. Goes to ground. Wants the free kick. Great ball inside. Price makes the tackle. All last-ditch stuff now. Owen Spreads the play. Miles Davis, will he put it in from a different angle? Whips it into the back post. Knocked down. Lang collects. I don't think there'll
Certainly been a great defensive effort from the Met since the sending off.
Absolutely. I don't think there'll be many teachers or students getting to school early in the morning in Cardiff Met University. It'll be the last summer Lion if they take a point from here. Brilliant effort. Pen-y-bont have contributed as well. It hasn't been a boring 0-0 second period, Tom.
No, it's been much better than the second half.
Much better.
Yeah.
Kane Owen launches it forward. Matt Chubb gone under the radar defensively tonight, Tom?
I think it's difficult to put individuals.
Yeah, okay, yeah, get it. They've all done really well.
It's been a team effort. You know, you have to have, everybody's got to put a shift in, and they've done that.
And
they probably don't deserve to lose that, neither team.
Still clinging on now. Chubb, 93 minutes on the clock, 4 to go. Goalkeeper takes a chance.
West pulled one back, Mark.
2-1, Haverfordwest get a goal. Ricky Watts, Barry 2, Haverfordwest 1. Owen, surely not. Owen, what a run this is from Owen. Just runs out of steam. Wanted a free kick, he doesn't get it. Kane Owen into the area where Harry Owen's just come out of. Lewis. That's his final up and under of the evening. Evans. Great touch from Price. Tremendous touch from Price. Puts pressure on the defender. Owen. They are simply out on their feet, the Met, but still giving it their all. Great touch. Harlan's touch was a wonderful touch then.
Not sure about the pass, Mark.
Substitution. Brandon Roberts will be coming on. Lewis Rhys, who's out on his feet. Great performance from Lewis Rhys. Maybe
best opportunity, Mark.
Best opportunity here in the game with that header to level up. Dan Jeffries is the other end most probably, but asking for effort, well played. The Mets chance to throw one down in the corner now, and it has to go right down in the corner. Interesting to see player reactions on the whistle, Tom. Interesting to see player reactions. I think you may see a few of the Met boys punch the air. Staying undefeated and staying with a clean sheet after 4 games would be massive for them. And like you said, still be a good point for Pen-y-bont. Davis, what a ball. Lewis, Mr. Majestic on the evening. Have we ever shared an MOM, Tom, between us?
No, but I was about to find out who it is.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Emlyn Lewis, Alex Lang. Half, 50% each. McCarthy. McDonald. McDonald looks fit and ready for action in my eyes. Kabongo may have wanted a free kick there. He'll get one now. Hallen just leaves a little bit of a late one in. Might collect a yellow.
Lost their way a little bit in the last 5 minutes. Pen-y-bont, just long balls. Instead of being patient, moving the ball wide, getting some crosses in. That's where they got the joy from.
Lewis still driving his troops on. 96 minutes on the clock. Lewis Harlan, as per usual, gives his all. Unlucky with a couple of chances. Alex. Emlyn Lewis gets man of the match. Brilliant performance from Lewis.
Yeah, he's been outstanding in the back, along with Lang, the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Actually, it's been a great team effort from the students. Absolutely fantastic.
But I tell you what, if he gets a point, I think he'll have to share half each with his goalkeeper. Not the first half didn't live up to expectations, but the second half has been a battle royal. 0-0 at the STM Stadium. As we run through the results of the evening just before we go. Connors Key 3, Newtown 1. Caernarfon 1, Bala 1.
Mark, last minute here.
Here we go, chance. Oh, it's a great cut out. It'll be a free kick. It may be a final whistle. TNS win 1-0 Colwyn Bay. Barry win 2-1 against Haverfordwest. And Aberystwyth lose it. It's not over yet. 10 minutes to go and they have a Aberystwyth Pontypridd game.
Yeah, Reynolds giving away a needless foul there.
But all in all, Tom, a game contest.
Yes, I think pretty even. Stevens changed a little bit with the sending off, but both teams, you know, have given it their all. Nobody's been able to break the deadlock.
And a quick word for the referee.
Yeah, I think he's managed the game
John
pretty
Andrew
well.
Jones managed the game well. Still plugging on. Surely time on the clock now. 98 minutes. 7 was added. The referee looks at his watch. Long throw required down the line. Referee says it's it, I think, in front of us to Ryan Jenkins. When you say it's it, ref, I think you've got to blow the whistle. A point apiece for Pen-y-bont and Cardiff Met at the SDS Glass Stadium. Pen-y-bont 0, Cardiff Met 0. A dour first half, but a wonderfully game second period where nobody could break the door down. Cardiff Met earn a point. Man of the match, Emlyn Lewis. Final score, Pen-y-bont 0, Cardiff Met 0.
Y gair olau Gwennon Harris hefyd. Mae'n teimlo ar ddau dîm yma mynd i fod yno yn herio yn agos i'r brig diwedd y tymor. Ond o ran cymeriad a chryfder, Met Caerdydd, gêm arall e bildio gol, 4 nawr. Be mae hynny'n gwneud i unrhyw dîm?
Llenwi chi gyda hyder. A momentum mae'n adeiladu hefyd. Mae'n cael dechreuad da mewn i'r tymor. Chi llawn hyder yn mynd mewn i'r gêm nesaf, sy'n mot pwy chi'n chwarae. Ond beth i'n dweud, jyst gêm dda iawn, gêm cystadleuol. Gyda 2 tîm yn chwarae ar tempo really dda. Edrych ymlaen i gweld sut maen nhw'n parhau i ddatblygu nawr gyda gweddill y tymor.
Gwennon, diolch yn fawr iawn am dy amser di heno. Newn ni jyst edrych ar y sgoriau eraill. Pen-y-bont Met wedi gorffen yn disgwr. Felly, ar ddau yma, dal ddim di colli. Diddorol nodi hynny ar lleiad yn hyfryd hefyd uwchben Pen-y-bont. Mae yna gol hwyr iawn ar Barc Jenner. Holford i cipio pwynt yn y Bari. Ar ôl i'r Bari wneud yr un peth yn y Seintiau Newydd, yn mynd yn y blaen o 2 gol i ddim. Mae Holford i wneud yr un peth nôl iddyn nhw. Mae'n rhyfedd o fyd, nag yw i. 2 gol yr un. Maen nhw'n dal i chwarae fan yna. Pontypridd ar y blaen yn Aberystwyth o gol i ddim. A Seintiau ar y blaen hefyd. Mae fel hyn, mae bethau ar hyn o bryd o ran y tabl na. Mae'n olwg gyfarwydd dros ben y Seintiau Newydd ar y brig. Ond mae'r 5 clwb na o ddim di colli, dal ddim di colli. Os dim llawer di newid lawr yn y gwylodion hefyd. 6 clwb dal ddim di ennill. Mae Pontypridd yn ceisio newid hynny yn Aberystwyth. Y Met yn dathlu, pwynt maen nhw wedi clipio. Mae'n teimlo fel pwynt ar y cael. Dyn nhw dal ddim di ildio. Megis dechrau ni o ran y tymor yma. Mae'n gyffroes yn barod. Diolch am eich cwmni. Gêm fyw arall nos Wener ar yr ofal yng Nghanarfon. Ond dyna ni o Pen-y-bont. Hwyl fawr i chi.